So let's do Sunday market breakdown by using Falcon FX, right? So first of all, I've selected some of the pairs that I like for the next week, and some those do. Also, I got some good news for you guys. If you don't have the contents, I got all the goods for you. All you gotta do is just message me there. In here, it is definitely on Telegram. So let's start with the first one, Euro ZPP. I guess it is not the best pair to trade, but if we get a clear structure that we want, you can definitely get this kind of trade. As you can see here, we got directed from this point, right, and it is moving to the downside as we expected, but as you can see here, there is a gap missing by. So I'm looking for a sell to fill up this gap. That's what I'm thinking right now. So price corrected from there, impulse correction, impulse, car correction, impulse, left a footprint right there. We corrected from there. The only drawback about like the bad confluence about this trade is that we also have this kind of thing, 1 2 3, right, as we can see, impulse correction, impulse. So it is better for us to wait for the 4 hour entry one, because it is a 4 hour structure as we can see. And if you're not like the risk to ratio is not like good enough, then you can definitely wait for insurance entry, which is much better, much safer, and which is much more profitable, because you're going to get a big risk to ratio by taking the insurance entry. So that's it. That's what I'm thinking right now. Something like this, or come back to the upside, and this is the insurance play. So next pair, Euro CHF. It is not the best pair, well, because the CHF pair are not the best one to trade, but CHF GP is my favorite among those CHF pairs. So as we can see, we corrected from this big value point and we are moving to the downside, and again, as almost very similar to the last one, we also have a gap that needs to be filled up. That's why I'm shorting right now, right? So let me go to the 4 hour time frame. As we can see here, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. It is much more better than that of the last one. And also we already got the 4 hour confirmation candle, almost 50% close. It is more than enough. All we're waiting for is an insurance entry from this point. That's it. That's all I'm waiting for. So let's go to the next one. Same thing. We corrected from this point. We are in a run between these two right there, and also it is a 4 hour structure, so 4 hour entry must be taken. We also get corrected from there, and I missed this trade right there. So all we have to do is just wait for this kind of thing to happen. For our three-test continuation structure, you may either take it as a 4 hour entry or an insurance entry. Alright, let's move on to the Euro USD. It is also one of the best pair that I took a lot of trades here last week. I took a trade here, I took a trade here, I took a loss there. So it is like this is moving really lovely for the past few weeks, I think. So as we can see here, we corrected from this point, and we are in a run to the downside. There is still gap that needs to fill. Impulse correction, impulse correction. It is a bigger correction, so this is exactly what we want. And the risk entry is invalid because like this has already moved to the upside, as we can see from this this point. So all you gotta do is wait for an insurance entry in the lower time frame. Here it is forming right now, and make sure if you want to take a trade, just most of the time take it on the London session or on the New York session. Just avoid taking trades on the Asian session, because like most of the time they just don't work out. And if you want to take a 4 hour trade, then take it, that's completely fine. So I'm keeping a mark on here. If I get this structure below this mark, that will be the favorite for mine. If we get it slightly above, that's still good, because we are in the first run, we are on the top of the structure, so it doesn't matter that much, right? So yeah, moving to the next one, Euro USD. So this one is also simple. We go right there from this point, and there is a gap that needs to be filled up. There is the 4 hour play that we're looking for. It is not not the best 4 hour structure in the world, and also we have this kind of structure, impulse correction impulse. So like, I just don't like this pair at all. But I'm just keeping it to watch, because USD CHSF is much better than this one, as you can see, right? So let's put it to the downside. That's not good enough. So Euro cat, yeah, we got reacted from there, and also reacted from there, right? So as we can see, it is coming to the downside to fill up this point, and trying to goes to the upside, right? So as we can see here, also we already broke this point, and we are forming this structure. We already break this low, which means there is a highly chances of the price of the market to fill up this missing gap before going to the upside, right? So that's why sales is very impressive right now. As you can see, it is not the best, but it has all context that we want as a good trade. As you can see, we broke this low, and we are getting a trade below the low as a 1 hour 3 touch structure, which is great, right? So there is a hook point or a value point right up there, but that doesn't matter that much, because we are trading below this point. Also, the 4 hour close is not good enough, right? So what I'm waiting for right now is an insurance entry right here, or you can even wait for a 4 hour entry after you get the perfect 4 hour rejection candle. That's it. All right, so moving to the last one, CHFGP. I took a lot of trades last month. No, not last month, the first week of this month, I guess. I took a trade there, and I took a trade there. So we are at all-time high. We corrected as a sell. So from now on, we're looking for sales. Let's see. Come on, what happened? Jeez, what's wrong with this net? All right. So I took a trade right there. Same as the last one, we broke this point, and we got the entry here on the 15-minute time frame. If you want to see, there's the trade, as you can see here. 1 2 3, lovely, right? So I'm waiting for the price to fit this point, and from there we might get a short like this after breaking this point, or we might get a long like this. So that's what I'm waiting for, and the last two pairs goes for these pairs. I'm waiting for a sell as an insurance entry right there, as you can see. And also we got a hook point here, so risk entry, it is not valid because that will be too risky to us to take this trade. So insurance entry, wait for it. Or either we get something like this. If we get this, then go for a risk entry. If we don't get this, we get something like this, go for an insurance entry, right, to mitigate risks. So that's the point. So I took a break even on here. I'm waiting for the slightly better trade, which is after something like this. That's it for the video, bro. I hope you like it.